Hey everyone, it's Casey bringing you another video update from DC. Just going to let y'all know what's been going on this past weekend and what I've been doing until today. This past weekend I went to the National Portrait Gallery. There you can see it. You can see a little Frederick Douglass and Madonna and Kennedy and Washington. They had all kinds of different people there, presidents, a hall of presidents. They even had some Andy Warhols. They didn't have, I was kind of disappointed because they didn't have a lot of Andy Warhols, and I like his stuff, even though it's kind of weird. But I have one of his paintings in my room. And they also had something interesting that was, if y'all can see it, I'll let it wait till it focuses. It's all the different states with neon lights around it, and there were televisions inside each state, and every television showed something that represented that state. Like for Oklahoma, they were playing the movie Oklahoma. I can't remember what it was for Alabama. Oh yeah, civil rights. I was gonna say I can't remember what it was for Alabama, but they just had something different in each thing. And then the special thing they had that I was kind of excited about that we saw first was the Elvis Presley exhibit. Cue the music. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You cry all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Anyways, I thought I would jazz this up a little bit by adding that in there. But that was a really cool exhibit. They had all these pictures of him when he was 21. He had a photographer follow him around, and they were all in like black and whites. And so whenever you went down the line, it kind of told the story of what Elvis was doing at the time, who he was with, and kind of where he was in his career. So that was really cool. And actually, the guy that was at the front desk telling us about all this, I thought, because this exhibit's not going to be there that long, I said when it leaves, if people ask about it, he should be like, I'm sorry, Elvis has left the building, or whatever, to jazz up his monotonous day. Or he could just tell people now, hey, Elvis is in the building, make sure you see him. But he wasn't buying my advice, so whatever. So that was pretty fun. And that was on the day that it was, the high was 18. So it was extremely cold. No, I lied. I'm sorry. That was the day it was 28, but the wind chill was like in the teens and everything. 28 degrees was 28 degrees was what it was on Saturday. 18 was earlier this week when they were telling us that if you have any exposed skin, you are subject to frostbite. So that was extreme weather that I had never really experienced, maybe except once in my life when we went skiing. And actually today we had class, but we just got off early because it is raining slash, icing. Basically, it's like slush falling from the sky. I've experienced both snow and I've experienced rain, but I've not experienced icy rain, which makes your umbrella extremely heavy. Like when you're walking, it's just slush coming down on the umbrella, and it makes like a case on there because when it hits it, it starts to freeze. So, I mean, there is slush everywhere. I mean, I'm glad I had on my snow boots because that would have been a whole nother kind of slippery if I hadn't had that on. The other thing that's been going on is last night the State of the Union address, of course, came on TV. I say of course. I can't actually say I've ever watched the whole State of the Union address, but it's apparently a really big deal here in DC. And I thought, I mean, you think I'm being sarcastic. No, to them it's bigger than the national championship. So everybody goes out to a bar or to a pub or to a restaurant, and they all get around the TV and they watch it together. It was like a movie premiere. So my friends and I, we all went down to the Union Pub and sat there, and the place was packed out. They had huge TV screens, like one really big one and like a bunch of flat screens and maybe like 3 or 4 little ones along the wall. And so we all sat there and watched the whole State of the Union address, and it was a really cool experience just to because it's kind of like when you go to movie premieres, everybody really wants to be there, and everybody laughs, and people comment or whatever, or clap, and so that was exactly what this was like. So that was really cool. I had never. It was something that I probably wouldn't get to do any other time in my life, and especially since it doesn't seem to be something that other people do in other parts of the country. And they had some specials like red martini, blue martinis, so some of my friends got some of those, and you could choose. But that was really neat, and I'm really glad I went out and did that. I was thinking about staying in, but I'm glad I bit the bullet and went out and tried that. So that's the latest and greatest of what's been going on. Hope everything is going well wherever you guys are, and I will be sure to keep y'all updated with more happenings in DC. Have a fabulous week. Talk to you soon. Bye.